Welcome in, everyone. You're watching Auto News Now. I'm Kristen Strakalaitis, filling in for Laura Harris. Coming up, an in-depth look at turning around an underperforming service department. But first, some other news. GM says its electric vehicle output in China will hit the 1 million mark by 2025. This is because of booming Chinese demand for EVs. The vehicles will be produced by GM's two joint ventures there. Ford is making 100 years of history available to the public online for the first time ever. The Ford Heritage Vault contains more than 500 photographs and product brochures from the first century of the company's history. The collection covers 1903 to 2003 and is available to download for free and for personal use. You can find the archival pictures at thefordheritagevault.com. Today, our Automotive News Senior Editor, Dan Shine, spoke with Fixed Ops Director at Bristol Honda, Sean Butler.
Today's guest is Sean Butler, who is the Fixed Operations Director at Bristol Honda in Bristol, Tennessee, just across the Virginia line. And he is on the cover of this month's Fixed Ops Journal with the title Repair Job, How Bristol Honda's Sean Butler is reviving a moribund and neglected service department. Sean, welcome to Daily Drive.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Dan. I'm happy to be with you. It was quite a surprise to hit the cover of that. I thought we were just going to get a little half page in the middle somewhere when we first started talking about 6 weeks ago.
Yes. Well, it was, it's a great story. I was intrigued by how, someone turns around a service department that needs some help. And as our writer Ken Wysocki wrote so well in the lead of the story, he said that, the old adage of how do you eat an elephant? It's one bite at a time. So what was your first bite when you took over this job to kind of revive this neglected service department?
Well, first you have to gauge the mood of the shop and kind of see what the morale and your skill levels are. You're looking at the numbers, you're looking at a myriad of things. It's probably, it's like 20 different things coming together, and then you have to prioritize and execute. And this store was well staffed. They had really good technicians, solid advisors, a lot of long-term people that I was shocked that they had hung in this long, as bad as it was. So the first priority was to get more traffic. Honestly, the RO count was so low that, we needed more cars. That was it.
Yeah. And I know you told me that, to win over the hearts and minds of the staff, you went right to the stomach and you bought them breakfast, early on brought breakfast in, had a meeting when the new sheriff's in town. What did you tell them?
I asked them to give me 90 days. I said it's a great core staff. I was, full of compliments from everything that I could, dig up and find out. I brought in about a couple $100 worth of Bojangles that morning, had parts, service, even some of the upper management from Memphis here. And I just said, give us 90 days. If you're not happy after 90 days, if you don't see it going in the right direction, you're not making more money, I'll help you load your cart up on a rollback and I'll pay for it if you want to leave.
As someone who lived in the South before and was eating at Bojangles, I would have been all on board with you just with that. But so you got about 34 staff members, 19 bays, 14 techs. What were some of the big issues, that were preventing Bristol Honda from making, money? The ROs, the effective labor rate. What were some of the issues you saw right away?
Both the biggest two things was the car traffic, B, the lack of motivation, because people had just kind of been existing, right? During COVID, the traffic numbers went way down. The previous organization did nothing to advertise for the service department. So everybody was just kind of surviving. A lot of the techs had been paid hourly. The advisors were being paid a salary because the expectations had gone so low that, it was just like everybody had kind of given up and they were just existing, which is no way to be in this business, right? You want excitement, you want opportunity, you want growth. So hours per RO, the effective labor rate, the pay scales, all of those things were quickly addressed and adjusted. It had to be. We're losing money. The store was losing money.
And you're under kind of a new ownership group that bought this store, brought you in. And so I would imagine also it's important to get that buy-in from your dealer principal and from your GM. How have they been in support of your work?
Well, that was the beautiful thing. So my boss is the corporate fixed ops director named Greg Moore. He is awesome. Me and him have been friends for like 5-6 years. He's tried to hire me a couple, 2-3 times. It never worked out. So it was exciting to get to work with somebody that I'd already been friends with for years. And I know that we share a lot of the same philosophies. We take care of our people first, knowing that if we do that, they take care of their customers and they'll take care of the other employees. So the backing, 100% on board. I couldn't ask for, a better organization or a better boss. And they gave me the opportunity to run multiple locations, knowing they were buying the other stores as well.
Thanks for watching, everyone. You can listen to Dan's full interview and get the headlines on the Daily Drive podcast, hosted by Kellen Walker. I'm Kristen Strakulitis. Have a great weekend.